Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach. And today we're talking about the 9 most inflammatory breakfast foods you want to avoid. Speaking from someone who suffers from inflammation, these 9 foods should be avoided or eaten in very slim moderation because they are leading causes of inflammation. And having these for breakfast is just going to get your body off on the wrong foot with extra inflammation. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget to check out the description box down below where you will find nutrition coaching. I offer personalized to you macros and calories. I've lost over 140 pounds tracking macros and calories, so I highly recommend, as well as one-on-one coaching if you would like to chat with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's talk about the 9 breakfast foods that lead to unwanted inflammation. Eating breakfast is super important. Breakfast stands for breaking your fast. After you've been sleeping all night, it's important to fuel your body with the right foods in the morning to break your fast. Now, inflammation in our body is going to occur naturally all the time. There are certain things that lead to inflammation. There are certain things that help with inflammation. And really, there are certain foods that are just the devil when it comes to inflammation. Like I said, I suffer from inflammation. It is something I have to really be mindful of. There are certain foods that I can't eat. There are certain foods that I have to watch how often I eat them. And these 9 breakfast foods are leading causes of inflammation. And like I said, inflammation occurs naturally, and we don't want to expedite that process or make it worse with the foods that we're choosing, especially to start our day. So breakfast food number 1 is any type of fast food breakfast sandwich. We want to limit foods that are high in sugar and high in saturated fat. And there isn't a fast food breakfast sandwich out there that isn't high in saturated fat. Skip the drive-through breakfast sandwiches and make your own at home. The fast food breakfast sandwiches can increase your cholesterol, be loaded with calories and saturated fat, and lead to extensive inflammation first thing in the morning. Like I said, you can make it at home with a whole grain English muffin, some lean meat, a healthy cheese, and really monitor what's going into that breakfast sandwich. And in fact, you can make them ahead of time, wrap them in foil and freeze them, and you have an easy, simple breakfast that you can even grab and go in the morning. Now, number 2 might come as a bit of a surprise, and this is going to be turkey bacon. People automatically think turkey is a leaner, healthier choice, but that just isn't the case. This is a very highly processed meat full of nitrites and nitrates and can even be high in saturated fat. Flip over a package of regular bacon and turkey bacon, and depending on the brand, there may not be much nutrition difference. You also need to be mindful of bacon in general because of its sodium intake, and typically turkey bacon has higher sodium than traditional bacon, just trying to make it taste a little bit better so you'll eat a little bit more of it. And too much sodium is the number 1 cause of inflammation. Number 3 is going to be flavored instant oatmeal. So these are those fun little packets that you can buy from brands like Quaker. Now, oatmeal is good for you. Oatmeal is a classic good for you whole grain packed with fiber, but when they're made into these little packets and these weird flavorings and these weird additions to the packet, it isn't a recipe for a non-inflammatory response. There's going to be a lot of added sugar, which is a cause of inflammation. So you're better off just using regular oats and adding your favorite things like dried fruit, fresh fruit, nuts, and seeds. You can even add in some almond milk or some honey or agave and make your own flavored oatmeal at home. And this is another thing you can prep. You can actually add all of your dry ingredients to a little baggie, your oatmeal, your dried fruit, your nuts, your seeds, and then all you do is pop that in a bowl with some water, warm it up, and you basically have a healthier version of an instant oatmeal. Number 4 is going to be muffins, and these are typically bakery or store-bought muffins. Again, you can always make a healthier alternative at home. Most store-bought or bakery muffins have a lot of added sugar, a lot of saturated fat, and other pro-inflammatory ingredients. Not to mention, they are extremely processed and really calorically dense. And there are so many great healthy muffin recipes out there, even ones that you can add protein and fiber to, really bulk that muffin up to keep you full and satisfied and avoid getting that spike of inflammation from those processed bakery and store-bought muffins. Now, number 5 might make a few people a little bit sad. I mean, honestly, it made me a little bit sad, and this is going to be flavored lattes. Experts actually warn that the coffee you choose to drink in the morning can really lead to inflammation if you don't make the healthiest choice. Black coffee actually reduces inflammation, but when we're buying these flavored flavored, delicious drinks from our local coffee shop that are packed with sugar and calories. This can lead to inflammation, not help. A classic latte with milk, maybe a pop of cinnamon powder is a much better option than getting these flavored lattes. Even though they taste delicious, it's a lot of unneeded calories and fat and sugar and inflammation. Now, number 6 may not come as much of a surprise, and this is going to be sugared cereals. Again, sugar leads to inflammation. Sugary cereals, again, high in calories, no nutrients. There's no protein, there's no fiber, there's no vitamins and minerals. It's basically just a sugary snack that you put some sugary milk in. They're very simple carbohydrates, so they actually spike your blood sugar and can be leading causes of inflammation. There are great cereal options out there that are much healthier. Look for one that has some protein, some fiber, that is as minimally processed as possible, and definitely pay attention to how much sugar and added sugar is in your cereal. I know my husband loves the Kosher brand, and that is one of the healthier options out there. Number 7 is processed meats in general. Kind of going back to turkey bacon, but we're talking about deli meats, hot dogs, sausages. All of these contain a lot of added sodium, and we talked about how sodium can lead to excess inflammation. Not to mention, these are very, very processed, typically nitrate and nitrite filled, which are things we want to avoid. Bacon and sausage are high in compounds called advanced glycation and products, or AGEs. These compounds have been linked to higher levels of inflammation and trace back to chronic disease and specific types of cancer. You may just want to limit the amount of processed meats that you're eating in general. Doesn't mean that you can't eat them, but instead of having them daily, maybe limit them to a couple times a week. Number 8 is white bread. This is also a very simple carbohydrate. It's going to spike your blood sugar. There's no fiber, there's no protein, there's nothing in white bread. And this is just a simple swap you can make. White bread is going to lead to inflammation due to it being heavily processed, a simple carbohydrate, and the sugar amount that's in white bread. Believe it or not, flip over a loaf of white bread, you're gonna see quite a bit of carbohydrates and sugar. Your best bet is to choose either a sprouted bread or a whole grain bread. Again, adding in that protein and that fiber and reducing the sugar or eliminating it altogether. You can still enjoy your favorite slice of toast, French toast in the morning. You'll just reap the rewards of not having it induce inflammation. And number 9 is pancakes. Now, I love a good pancake, but there are, again, some simple swaps that you can make to have just a healthier pancake in the morning. Your traditional Aunt Jemima buttermilk pancakes from Krusteaz, those are all, again, fast-acting carbohydrates that have added sugar, are heavily processed, and don't have any nutritional value. There are some great protein pancake options out there. My favorite is from the brand Clean Simple Eats. They actually have a protein pancake that has 15 grams of protein and really good ingredients, some protein, some fiber. I'll link Clean Simple Eats down below for you with a 10% discount. I would recommend their protein pancake mix. Just again, look at your labels and look at your ingredients and just make sure that there's some nutritional value. There's some protein, there's some fiber, and it's not just loaded with white flour and no nutritional benefits and lots of inflammation. Those are the 9 biggest culprits for inflammation when it comes to breakfast foods. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Do you eat any of these foods and now you're having second thoughts? And like I said, you don't have to eliminate these foods altogether. We never restrict or eliminate anything. You just want to eat these in a little more moderation than some of those healthier options. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big, huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so turn your bell on so you never miss one. And of course, down in the description box, I will link Clean Simple Eats pancake mix. They have, by the way, some of my all-time favorite protein powder and such great products like greens and electrolytes and water enhancers, so many great things. I'll link them down below with 10% off, as well as my other favorite things and nutrition coaching. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.